guys, it's Erica here and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be reviewing the new MAC Bronze Collection 2020 which just launched here in Oz, but I think it's been out in the US now for a while, at least a few months, I think since May from what I could see online, but correct me if I'm wrong. And that's what grinds my gears about the beauty industry, you know, in Australia here, is that there's such a delay between something launching, say, in the US market and then coming over here. I'm not sure what it is, if it's just the distance or the shipping or the fact that maybe some ingredients, you know, don't pass our testing here. Anyway, enough ranting. So today in this video I'm going to be doing a review and swatches for you and a demo. I'll put all the links to the products below where I bought them from, because interestingly they're actually not available on the MAC website, the MAC Australia website as of yet anyway. I bought mine from David Jones, so if you did want this collection, just hop on over to the David Jones website. Don't have the full collection, but it's not a full face anyway, so I'm still going to be using some of my own products to, of course, complete the full face. There are some things that I didn't purchase in this collection. There's some lipsticks and there's a setting spray and like a strobe cream, a bronzing strobe cream, I believe it is, and then there's also a brush as well that I didn't pick up either. But apart from that, I've got everything else, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing some swatches firstly and just showing you the things that I did actually pick up in this collection. I've got here the two lipsticks. I've got A La Plage or A La Plage, I'm not sure. That's a luster lipstick. And then I've also got Can Do, which is also another luster. And Can Do is actually spelt like can in France, C-A-N-N-E-S as well. So these are the two lipstick shades here. So obviously one's like a sort of a corally orange, and then one's like a nudie sort of shade. So I'll show you those on my hand. So that's Can Do. And then A La Plage. I think it's A La Plage. Is obviously the nude in the collection, which will no doubt sell out. All the nudes from MAC always sell out first. And then I also bought all 5 of the eyeshadows too. So the shades that I have here are MONACO-CO, Hide and Seek, White Haute, SUNPHORIA, and Sand Tropez. So I'll swatch them for you now as well. So let's start with MONACO-CO, which is like a sort of a cool toned bronzy goldy type shade. So that's MONACO-CO. Next up is White Haute, I think is how you actually pronounce it. It's like a beigey, shimmery sort of shade. Might be a bit hard to see because it's fairly light. So that's White Haute. And then next up is Sand Tropez, which is a slightly darker, more, I guess, mauvey sort of bronzy shade. So that's Sand Tropez. Next up I have Hide and Seek, which is, I guess you'd call that like a sort of silvery purple shade. So that is Tide and Seek. And lastly, I've got this lilac-y purpley shade here. So that's called SUNPHORIA. So that's SUNPHORIA. And that's all the shades there together in the eyeshadows. Okay, so next up I've got these Strobe Face Glaze Illuminators to show you. So I've got all four, there's four in the collection, and I haven't actually seen this kind of product before from MAC, so I don't know if this is you know, a new thing they're doing or if they have done this before. Let me know if you guys know. So we'll get into the swatches. So the first one I have here is called Like It Lilac That. So that's Like It Lilac That. Oh yeah, so you can see that lilac-y shift there. That's really cool. And then next up I've got here BRONZEJOUR, which is obviously like the bronzy illuminator. So that's BRONZEJOUR. And then the other two are the sort of more peachy, beigey shades. So this one is Magic Hour. And then I've also got Let's Make Waves. So that's Magic Hour. And lastly, Let's Make Waves, which is actually, it's got a bit of a pink shift to it. So that was Let's Make Waves. Okay, so lastly I have the bronzer. There's two bronzers in the collection. I've got the shade in Beige-ING Beauty, but there's also another darker, more reddish one called Totally Topless. So I'll show you what this one looks like in the pan. Now when I was looking at other reviews on YouTube of this collection, most of this particular shade, Beige-ING Beauty, came across on the other videos I saw as quite warm, but it's actually not really warm at all. It's actually quite more neutral to cool, but all the swatches I could see on the other videos, it came across as quite warm, even though I don't think it is. So I'll show you the swatch now. So that's the MAC bronzer Beige-ING Beauty. Okay, so that's all for the swatches. I'm going to continue on now with a demo, and I'm going to start with my favourite primer. So this is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. I love this one. You only need the tiniest bit, and it does such a great job of just really softening your skin and blurring pores and imperfections as well. So I'm just going to take like the tiniest amount and dot that on my face. I'm just going to rub that in with my fingers as well, starting at the inner part of my face and working out. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with my foundation. So I've been loving the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Foundation. This is my absolute favourite one. It's one of those serum foundations, so you have to shake it up because I'm pretty sure it's water-based, and anything water-based needs shaking before you apply it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a couple drops of that with a bronzer. I've got a bronzing liquid that I'm going to use with it today. And then I'm just going to mix that with my Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi Sunshine Serum, considering this is a bronze collection. I'm going to mix that up on my hand. And then dot that as well. Okay, and to blend that out, I'm just going to use my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Superstar Flawless Foundation brush. And then I'm just going to take off the remainder on the back of my hand and just go in with the excess where I need it. My hair was getting in the way. So now I'm going to go in with my favourite of all time ever concealer. It is the Tarte Shape Tape. It is obviously very full coverage, but I love a full coverage, staying power, anything concealer, foundation, matte lipsticks, matte lip products. Yeah, I'm all about the matte, long staying power, full cover foundation and concealer, basically. So I'm just going to dab that on. And now I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender. Okay, so now I'm just going to set the under eye using my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural setting powder. And then I'm just going to tap that over my eyes as well, because I want the eyeshadow to blend nicely when I apply it. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Strobe Face Glaze Illuminator. I'm going to use the Like It Lilac That shade today just for fun, because I'm curious to see what it looks like on the skin. Oh, that's really cool. Can you guys see that? Oh yeah. So I'm just blending that with my fingers because I want the warmth from my fingers to sort of melt it into the cheeks. Actually, once it blends out, you can't really see the purple shift anymore. It kind of, it's almost like the purpley tint has been blended away. That's okay. I can definitely see the sort of glossy effect that it gives the skin. I'm going to quickly do my brows off camera because otherwise this video is going to be too long, and I'll be back shortly. Brows are done, and now I'm just going to go in with my setting powder. So I'm going to use this one from by Terry today. It's the CC Brightening Powder in Apricot Glow. I think it was part of a limited edition collection though, so you may not be able to find this anymore. And I'm just going to do mostly the middle of my face. I'm not going to do all of it. Okay, so next up I'm just going to do my eyeshadow. I'm going to just go in with a transition shade because I don't obviously have one in the MAC eyeshadows. This is just called K-Pop from Colourpop, and it's one of their Super Shock shadows. That same shadow to my lash line. So now I'm going to go in with the MAC eyeshadows. So I'm going to actually use this one as well, the purpley one, SUNPHORIA. And I'm actually going to wet my brush with some Fix Plus because I want to see what it looks like if I wet the brush. Oh, nice. So they are foiled shadows, and yeah, it does look foiled. So that's good. The pigmentation is there. So I'm just placing that on the lid. It doesn't actually look that purple in natural light, so it looks quite purple in the pan, but now that it's on my eyes, it doesn't actually look that lilac-y. It actually looks more more white. I'm just going to go back in now with my same Colourpop K-Pop Crenshaw shadow. Sorry, I think I said it before it was K-Pop. I think the shade's actually K-Pop Crenshaw. So I'm just going to dip into that and just blend the edges with that same brush I used before to apply the transition shade. I'm going to give my lashes a curl now. And then go in with my mascara. So today I'm using the Marc Jacobs, I think it's the At Lash'd, At Lash'd mascara in the shade Blacker. So it's a volumizing and lifting. So far I've had a pretty good experience with this mascara since I hauled it in one of my last new makeup haul videos. It does give you very spidery lashes. So if you don't like spidery lashes, you won't like this, but I do. I like really long separated lashes. So I think this mascara is really good. So that's just one coat of that mascara, and look at the difference between my eyes. Incredible. Okay, so now I'm gonna pop on the bronzer. So I'm just gonna take my Sigma angled, soft angled contour brush. I'm just gonna start lightly and build up, because this bronzer, it is quite pigmented, so if you're heavy-handed like me, just try to remember that and just take it slow, because you can always add more product, but of course it's harder to take it away. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and try out the lipsticks I've got here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like with both of them. So I'll try the more nudie one first, the A La Plage one. And I'm just going to line my lips with my MAC Oak liner. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the A La Plage lipstick. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the A La Plage lipstick. And now I'm just going to show you what it looks like with the other shade, the Can Do. Okay, so I've just removed the A La Plage Nudie Luster lipstick. I'm just going to go in with a red lip liner before applying the Can Do lipstick as well. This is from Rimmel. It's their Lasting Finish Stay On Lip Contouring Pencil in Red Dynamite 21. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply that lipstick straight on top. Okay, so I'm just going to apply some blush now, which I forgot to do before, but actually I watch Lisa Eldridge a fair bit, and she always says to actually apply your lipstick prior to blush, because you just want to wait and see how much blush you're actually going to need. So obviously the lip is quite strong, so the blush, you know, can disappear, you know, and not look as strong if you're wearing a strong lippy as well. So I'm just going to see how much blush I need. Oh, and the blush I'm using today is the Hourglass blush in Mood Exposure. Okay, so I think that's actually a little bit too much, so I'm just gonna tone that down with my foundation brush and whatever's left over on it. So after all that blending with the foundation brush and the bronzer and the blush, I've lost some of the strobe face glaze, so I'm just going to pop some back on. And just keep in mind, it does feel a little sticky, so perhaps wearing my hair down wasn't the best idea. Okay, and I didn't get the bronze light setting spray that came with this collection, so I'm just going to use my own original Fix Plus instead. Okay, so that completes today's video. I've really enjoyed playing with this collection. I think it's great. I particularly love the lipstick in this corally shade. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did, but hey, I've been surprised. The Illuminators, they are a little bit sticky, and so I'm not sure if they're my cup of tea, but you know, they really shine really lovely when the light hits them, so that's pretty cool. But the purpley tint did sort of disappear once I blended out that lilac-y Illuminator face gel shade. Other than that, I think this is a really awesome collection, and I would 100% go out and buy it if you're a MAC collector or if you love MAC stuff, because obviously this will be limited edition like everything else they release. Normally these collections don't hang around for long. Anyway, that completes this video for today. I hope you liked it, and thanks for watching. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.